Thank you, Sam. As Sam mentioned, my name is Commissioner Frank Avila. I'm a commissioner at the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. I'm elected official. Every 6 years I have to run, and I'm finishing up my third term, 18 years. And I found out about the conference and coming to India to transfer our technology and from Bhaskar. I don't know if Bhaskar is around here, but I credit Bhaskar for having us come here for the conference and expo. Bhaskar, come here. Bhaskar had a vision. He came to me last year. Bhaskar came to me last year and said that, Frank, I want to have a conference here in India, conference and expo. And he says, could you help me? And I said, sure, we'll help you. And it took us 6 months to organize this conference, and we brought over 15 American organizations that deals with water, deals with the environment, deals with solid waste, deals with to protect the health and welfare of the people. So I congratulate Bhaskar for having this conference. Yeah. Now, everything matters and everything is related. And that's why we are having this conference on water, wastewater, stormwater, solid waste, and specialty waste, because everything relates to each other. It's not one single issue anymore. It's related together to solve the environment. We're missing one more thing in this conference, maybe next year we may have it, is air. Air is very important also, and it's all related. Now, I like to introduce people that I brought over from our agency, and I'd like them to come up, and I'd like you, at the end of this meeting, I'd like you to come up. I'd like every one of you to come up and introduce yourself to the people that I brought in from our agency. I'd like to bring Hidash. Hidash, he is our plant manager at the Egan plant. We have 7 plants. One is the largest in the world. 3 are the largest in North America, in the USA, and Hidash runs our Egan plant. I'd like to bring up Gupta. Gupta heads up our structural department for the whole agency, and he's the director of our structural department, Gupta. I'd like to bring up Kaja. Kaja handles our stormwater. Now, I know that here it doesn't rain much, right? But in Chicago, it rains, and we capture what comes down in Chicago, and we have the largest reservoirs in the world to capture the rain, because it doesn't rain here in your country, right, guys? Huh? Does it rain here? Do you capture the water when it comes here? We capture it there. And I'd like to invite Sam. Come on. And Sam is our electrical engineer at the Egan plant. We couldn't bring all the engines that work for us, because then we won't have anyone operate our plants. And when I ride around here in Hyderabad, I see made in India. Well, our agency is made by Indians. Let's take a picture. Oh, okay. Tata is retired. So come on, Tata. Tata was the assistant director of our research department. We have a very large research department doing research on water, on all of our wastewater plants. So I just like to show you why we're here. We're here because the engines that are working for our agency, and they've been working for 20 years, 30 years, they want to give back to India, and that's why we're here. The Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago wants to transfer our technology that we have learned over 100 years. Now, last night we had a meeting, and they were talking about the reports that came in, and they wanted to see how they could implement the report on how to solve the quality of water. Well, our agency 100 years ago did not have a report to see why the water quality is poor. The only report that we had is that people were dying of the quality of water. That was our report, and that's how our agency got started. So we've been in business for 100 years. What we want to do is come and transfer our technology, and we don't want you to take 100 years to solve your problem. We want to come here and show you the mistakes we made, what technology we work, so you could shorten your time period here to solve the problem here in India. I was reading a report, and they say that half of the kids that die of diarrhea in the world, half are from India. There. So we don't want to wait 100 years. We want to see if we could shorten this period of time, and that's why we brought our people. That's why we brought 15 organizations here to come and talk about how we could come and use our technology and implement it here to solve the problem here in India on the water quality there. And so that's why we're here. As I mentioned, we have the largest reservoir in the world because we capture when it rains. We capture all the wastewater. We have the largest plant in the world. Our plants are about 90 years old. And these plants that we built 90 years ago, the equipment are still operating. Just think of it. We built a plant that we don't change our equipment every 10 years. We repair our equipment that's been in existence for 75 years. That's how we do our project right now. Also, we have a large research staff. In our research staff, we have Indians that are top scientists working for us, solving the problem on how to increase the knowledge of technology so we can do a better job in treating wastewater. So, and that's why we're here. We're here because of Bhaskar, and Bhaskar is going to be our representative here in India, and he's going to be our representative in America also. So what we hope, we're going to be here as long as you want us to be here. We'll come here every year and have this conference and expo and transfer our technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Avila.